Welcome, friends. Today we're summarizing Deep Work Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World by Newport. Let's get into it. The author begins by introducing the concept of deep work, which he defines as professional activities performed in a state of distraction-free concentration that pushes your cognitive capabilities to their limit. These efforts create new value, improve your skill, and are hard to replicate. In simpler terms, he talks about working with intense focus on tasks that truly matter. Think of work like writing, coding, problem solving, or any creative endeavor. He compares this to shallow work, which he defines as non-cognitively demanding, logistical-style tasks often performed while distracted. These efforts tend to not create much new value in the world and are easy to replicate. These are low-value, easy-to-do tasks like replying to emails, attending unproductive meetings, or mindlessly scrolling through social media. The author then provides the argument of the book, which he calls the deep work hypothesis, which states that the ability to perform deep work is becoming increasingly rare at exactly the same time it's becoming increasingly valuable in our economy. As a result, those who manage to develop this skill and make it the core of their working life will thrive. And it's easy according to the author. Anybody can do it. After this introduction, the author then divides the book in two parts. The first part emphasizes why the deep work hypothesis is true, and the second part provides you with 4 rules to follow to incorporate it in your life. Let's begin with part 1, the idea. In this segment, the author makes 3 key arguments for why deep work is essential. 1. It's valuable. Deep work allows you to learn and master hard skills and produce high-quality results quickly. And in today's economy, this skill gives you a competitive advantage. 2. It's rare. Most people are stuck in shallow work and are constantly distracted by emails, social media, and notifications. This means that those who develop the ability to focus also have a competitive advantage. 3. It's meaningful. Engaging deeply in your work actually brings a sense of accomplishment and purpose that shallow work cannot provide. And these 3 arguments are true. Think about it. If you work deeply and perform deep work while most people are distracted by notifications and multitasking, you'll set yourself apart. He ends part 1 with a really nice quote which says, "I'll live a focused life because it's the best kind there is." Really nice quote. After this, we then go to part 2, the rules. In this segment, the author provides you with 4 rules which will help develop deep work. Let's break them down, starting with the first rule, work deeply. So firstly, the author asks you to decide on your deep work philosophy, providing you with 4 types to choose from. 1 is the monastic philosophy of deep work scheduling, which requires you to drastically reduce or eliminate all of your shallow work. 2 is the bimodal philosophy of deep work scheduling, which requires you to divide your time between long hours of deep work and leaving the rest for everything else. For example, in a week you might dedicate 4 days for deep work endeavors and the rest for everything else. 3 is the rhythmic philosophy of deep work scheduling, which requires you to set specific time for your deep work and constantly do it every day. For example, you can choose like 2 to 4 hours of your day for deep work pursuits. This philosophy is the one I recommend because the reality is that some jobs and situations don't allow you to disappear for days and completely abandon certain shallow work. 4 is the journalistic philosophy of deep work scheduling, which requires you to fit deep work wherever you can in your schedule. For this approach, there is no specific time scheduled for deep work, but rather you do it whenever you can, which is a terrible approach in my opinion, especially if you're just starting out. Whichever approach you choose, the author then asks you to ritualize the philosophy and create routines to follow. Ask yourself questions like, where will you work and for how long? How will you work once you start working, and what will you do to support your work? The author also advises to make grand gestures and to seek a partner to help you be accountable in your deep work pursuits. Rule 2. Embrace boredom. According to the author, getting the most out of your deep work habits requires training, and this training should address 2 goals: improve your ability to concentrate intensely and overcome your desire for distractions. He argues that the constant stimulation provided by smartphones and the internet is decreasing our capability for concentration, making it difficult to sustain attention on challenging tasks. And so he provides you with practical ways to overcome this. He suggests practicing what he calls productive meditation, which involves focusing your thoughts on a specific task or problem while engaging in a physical activity like walking or jogging. This practice trains your brain to stay on tasks and quickly return to the problem after distracted. He also recommends scheduling specific time for internet use or just shallow work in general. This not only preserves blocks of deep work time, but also teaches the mind to resist the need for constant connectivity and distraction. Rule 3. Quit social media. Here, the author challenges one of the most pervasive distractions in modern life, social media. He argues that while these platforms claim to offer essential connectivity and opportunities for self-expression, they often hinder deep work due to their addictive nature and the way they fragment our attention. And so he suggests using what he calls the craftsman approach to evaluate whether a particular social media network is beneficial for your work and your personal life and personal goals. This method involves a careful analysis of the site's positive and negative impacts on professional life. If a site is found to be more distracting than beneficial, it should be avoided. He advises to identify the few social media services that provide the most significant value and focus only on those rather than trying to maintain a presence on all platforms. And so, to truly assess the value of social media, the author recommends taking a break from all social media networks for 30 days. This will help provide clarity on which tools are genuinely necessary for your work, productivity, and happiness. Rule 4. Drain the shallows. In this final rule, the author talks about the concept of shallow work. He emphasizes the importance of minimizing these activities to maximize the time and energy that will be available for deep work. He advises to plan your day in advance by scheduling every minute of the day, including breaks and administrative tasks. This method, known as time blocking, helps you ensure that you allocate specific time for deep work while keeping shallow work contained and preventing them from consuming disproportionate amount of time. He also suggests to quantify the depth of each task. He proposes a scale where activities are rated based on the cognitive effort required and the potential impact they have on your goals. This practice helps in making informed decisions about which tasks to prioritize. And finally, he advocates for setting fixed end time for your workday, which encourages more disciplined use of your work hours and compels you to prioritize high-valued activities. This constraint can lead to a more efficient work habits and a better work-life balance. It's an awesome book and it's very informative. And I think if you practice the concepts provided in this book, it can change how you think and work. If you found this summary helpful, you can like and subscribe for more videos like this and let me know in the comment section what you think about the book. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.